Come on, go up, baby, up we go. Fun fact about me, I love the 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack. I don't know if it's just the first movie or if it's just all three. I think I just love the soundtrack for all three of the movies. Anyways, today is going to be a 24-hour readathon. Hopefully it will not take me a lot of days to finish this. I'm not gonna be doing like 24 hours consecutively. I'm gonna be just trying to read for 24 hours, but I am gonna try to do it in 2, maybe 3 days. And I'm saying maybe 3 days because today I am starting it pretty late. It's already 4 o'clock in the evening, but I was planning on starting it this morning, but something came up, so I wasn't even home. We're starting it pretty late in the day, but it's fine. We're still gonna start it and I'm still gonna get some hours today. I don't have a TBR for this video. I just want to read books that I think I'm gonna like. I'm gonna be mood reading pretty much, and I'm hopefully gonna find some books that I really love. I'm struggling quite a bit. I haven't found a book that I really love since the end of February, and I really just want to change that. I really want to rectify that because I'm starting to just lose any will to pick up a book. I'm struggling, so hopefully in this video I'm gonna find a lot of books that will kind of motivate me. And in order to start with a book that I know will make me want to read more, I'm starting with Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This is the second book in the Part of Your World series. I have read the first book. I gave it 5 stars. I love the writing of this author, so I'm really excited to pick up this book. I'm hopefully going to really enjoy it. Fingers crossed. I have heard incredible things about it. I don't think that there's a single person that has said something negative about it. This is gonna be the first book, and after that hopefully I'm gonna be more so in the mood for reading, and I'm gonna pick up another book that's just gonna continue that path. And by the end of this video I'm gonna be really excited to pick up more books. That means that it's time to start the 24-hour readathon.
When are you gonna tell me your boyfriend's back? The one you always talked about, that you're not fit.
It's been an hour and I am on page 70, which is kind of shocking because I'm a slow reader. I did listen to some of it while I was doing a thumbnail, but I didn't listen to that much. I mean, the font is pretty big, so that might have something to do with it. But yeah, what I wanted to say is I was reading it and Brianna talks about how she follows this travel blogger, Vanessa Price, and I was like, wait, is that the main character of this book? Yeah, it is. Wait, I love when authors do that. It's my favorite thing in the world because obviously this is the third book in another series. It's the Friend Zone series by the same author. Mentioning people in this series from this series, I just find it so fun. I genuinely love it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And also, I'm loving this book. It's so good. So far, they are adorable. They are so cute. He's a cutie, she's cute, and I love them so much as personalities. And also, Jacob. I was prepared for it because everyone talks about how they relate to Jacob. They feel like, you know, Jacob is the same person as them. And yeah, at some point he was like, I need to end the day with a positive experience. Otherwise, I will not be able to sleep because I will keep thinking about it. And even in like 10 years, I will still randomly open my eyes at night and think about that particular moment, and I'm like, I'm being called out and it's not very nice. I actually want to talk about something, but I don't know if it's a spoiler. I'm guessing that it's not. If you don't want to know anything about this book, personally I have seen a lot of people talking about it. I think that it's something that you can even tell from the cover of the book, but I'm still going to put like the time that you can skip to. But I have just gotten to the part where they're writing letters to each other. When I heard people talking about it, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a bit cringy because like letters, writing letters to each other and talking with letters just sounds kind of weird, kind of cringy, but it's done so well and I find it so adorable. And it's not like letters where they're writing, dear Jacob, this is what I did today, this is what I like, this is what I do. It's kind of more like them having an actual conversation. It's just through letters, through post-it notes, through pieces of paper, and it's much more casual. In my head, for some reason, I was waiting for something a bit more posh and I didn't think that I would like it, so I'm pleasantly surprised about that. I have read only for 1 hour. I'm obviously not gonna be updating you every single hour because this video is going to be extremely long. I was just excited that I caught the mention of this character because usually I don't, because I don't remember names. I am gonna continue and I'm probably gonna update you towards the middle of the book. I love him so much. He's perfect. He's so perfect. And he's not even perfect for me. Usually when I read a character and I'm obsessed with him, it's because I'm like, oh, he's perfect for me too. But I would argue that he's not, because if he has anxiety and I have anxiety, I don't think that that's gonna work very well. But he's just perfect. I'm not even an acts of service kind of person. I don't care. I'm more so words of affirmation. But the acts of service that he does, and he's like how he does them. Like he did something and he left her a note note, and it was like what he said on the note, and I'm like, yay! I love him so much. I just wanted to let you know that I have 21 hours left, and I am on page 168, so pretty close to the middle of the book. I'm gonna keep reading. I just wanted to say that he's so adorable and he's so thoughtful and so nice. He's genuinely like a nice guy, and I'm obsessed with him. Me and him, we are the same person, babes. He's talking about going to a certain place, and he's like, I want to be early, but I don't want to be early to that place. I just want to be early to make sure that I'm not late, but I'm gonna go with my car and I'm gonna park down the road so that I can be close for when it's time to actually be there, but I'm not right in front of the place and they can see me. And I'm like, okay, that's something that I do. The amount of times that I have done that, and I'm just waiting, if like the appointment is at 6 o'clock, I'm just waiting until it's 5:58, and then I go and I literally knock at 6 o'clock exactly. If I knock anywhere before that, I literally need to force myself to knock before 6 o'clock on the dot. We are the same person, essentially. Me and Jacob, we are twins.
Masterpieces take a lifetime. And patience is a peerless craft.
I don't know what is even happening to me. I don't know why I'm crying. This is the third time that this book has made me cry. And it's not like something really sad happened. It's just, I don't know what it is. I have 3 chapters left. That's it. And I'm heartbroken. When the heartbreak was happening, at first I was pissed off. Then I kind of started to be semi-okay with it. And then I was pissed off again. And then there was understanding. And I'm just sad. Oh my god. This book is breaking me. I'm just thinking about it and I'm like, I just want to go back to the beginning of the book. You know, I just want to start it again and see them falling in love and caring about each other, starting to care about each other. And it feels like that was ages ago, but babes, it was this morning. I don't know how she did it. I think that it's very rare for, at least with books that I'm reading, for authors to really make you feel like you're going through a journey, especially when you sit and binge a book, because yeah, you can say, oh, a week later this happened, or the book can take place throughout several months, maybe even several years. But in order for you as a reader to be able to actually feel it, I think that it's just so special and something that not every single author can do, and Abby Jimenez definitely did it. I'm shocked, but at the same time, I was expecting for this to be really good. I have 20 pages left. I'm so sad. I don't want it to finish. Wait, no, I don't want it to finish. I just want to keep going. No, it's not even that I just want to keep going. I just want to be in this world so that I can see what they're doing, because they're real people, right? You cannot tell me that these are not real people. They are Jacob and Brianna, my dear, close, very personal friends. I thought that I would like it, I would have fun with it, but I wasn't expecting to love it this much. I finished the book, and first of all, if you see me wearing a robe, it's because for some weird reason, I'm so cold, and I think that it's just because I'm sleepy. But I did finish this book, and I have 16 hours and 48 minutes left. That's a decent amount. It took me 7 hours and 12 minutes to finish this book. That's a bit weird. I was so sure that I was reading this so fast. I guess I wasn't. But yeah, I am finally done with it. I finished the first book of the video, and I don't know how I feel. I definitely liked it. It's definitely above 4 stars, but for some reason I'm not 100% sure if it's 5 stars. I think that I just want to sit with it for a minute because it kind of feels like it, but I'm not 100% sure. And also something else with me in rating books, usually once I finish the book, I'm like, oh, this is 3 stars, 3.5 stars, 3.25 stars. It feels pretty exact in my head, at least kind of how it's going to be. I'm like, oh, this is around 3 stars, this is around 3.5 stars. But when I read a 5-star read, usually I kind of second guess myself. So I think that this also might be what is happening. There's kind of like a conversation happening in my head where one part of my brain is saying that this is 5 stars, but then the other part of my brain is wondering, what if it's not? What if I'm just giving it 5 stars because everyone is giving it 5 stars? I'm gonna sit on it for a minute. I think also once I read more books and put some distance for me in this book, because the thing is, once I finished it, I went through so many emotions in such a short time that I was just looking at a wall. First book of the video is done. We're moving on to the second book. Originally, I was planning on maybe doing an audiobook for the second book because I didn't want to burn myself out on reading physically, because I have been struggling lately and I have been using a lot of audiobooks because reading physically has been really hard for me. So I didn't want to burn myself out, but because it's It's really late. It's after midnight. It's after midnight. It's close to 1 a.m. and I do want to stay up for at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Basically for as long as I can. I was trying to find a book that had the potential to really grip me and really keep me interested in order to keep going, because I can stay awake, but I need to have a book that really intrigues me and that is keeping me interested. And I was looking through my phone, I was looking through my Kindle, I was looking through my physical TBR, and I decided to try picking up Reckless by Elsie Silver. This is the fourth book in the Chestnut Spring series. I read the third one pretty recently, I think last month. I had been avoiding that book for a really long time. I want to say close to a year, but I finally read it, and in that book you get a small glimpse of the characters of this book. Both of them, you know them from, I want to say, yeah, you know them from the first book, but you get an interaction with them in the third book, I guess. This is one of the books in this series that I've been really looking forward to. I think before starting the series, I knew that the second and the fourth book were going to be my favorites. The second book is a 4.75, pretty much a 5-star read for me, so I'm having high expectations for this one. I like the mailman character from what I have seen in previous books. He's very cocky, very fun, so I'm hoping that we're gonna see more of that in here. And also I'm really excited to see more of Winter. I think I'm gonna start with this one, but if I do see that I'm not really in the mood for it, like I'm not that interested in it, I might just go to bed. But I'm hoping that I can stay up for a bit reading this book. I have 13 hours left, and that's making me think that this video is not gonna end today. I thought that today would be the last day of this video. That's how I had planned it, but I think that I will definitely need tomorrow. I'm gonna try and leave under 5 hours for tomorrow, which again, I don't know if that's gonna be possible. But yeah, I am doing my best at this point. I am halfway through the book on chapter 21. So I have read this much and I have this much left. So I'm doing pretty good, I would say, especially considering the fact that I hadn't really read physical book in quite a bit, and now I have read 3 in a row because I read one before this video. So I think I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. But I am thinking of maybe switching to an audiobook. The thing is, I don't have the audiobook of this one, so if I wanted to listen to an audiobook, I would have to start a new book. I don't know if I want to do that while I'm still in the middle of this one, but I might have to. I don't know, I think I'm gonna try and read a bit more of this and see if maybe it picks up a bit. Not that it hasn't picked up. I find it very interesting. It's just I think my brain is tired of reading words on paper, especially because this year I haven't really done that a lot, so it's not even used to it. I am gonna try and read a bit more of it. I have already made a cup of coffee, and hopefully that will help me wake up a bit because I haven't feeling like I need a nap, which is obviously not something that I'm gonna do. But yeah, I'm liking it. I like Theo. I really like him. About Winter, I like her, but at some points it does frustrate me a bit. Like, girl, know your worth. Don't be so down on yourself, which I get it. That's the whole point of it, and I get it. I'm like, sometimes I'm the same, but I'm like halfway through the book and we haven't done anything about it. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing her starting to know her worth. That's, I guess, the update. I'm going to drink my coffee and I'm going to read a bit more of this. And if I see my brain not being able to focus on it, I might start a different audiobook. I don't know what that audiobook would be, but we'll see.
Speeding me on Monte Carlo, drinking till we finish an entire bottle, howling at the moonlight, we won't see tomorrow. Don't stop, let's just go. I don't give a fuck who's calling, all I hear is your body talk.
I finished this book and I have 8 hours and 11 minutes left. Thoughts on both of these books? I don't know. I don't know why I'm so confused about them, because I really enjoyed them. I wanted to keep going, and I don't know if it's just because I had expectations for both of these books and I was expecting them to be 5 stars. So now I'm like, oh, maybe it's just the fact that I was expecting them to be 5 stars, but they're not actually 5 stars. But I have decided that life is short. I do not need to complicate things that much. So I have decided to give both of them 5 stars. Worst case scenario, I just change it it in a couple of weeks if I feel like that's not their actual rating. Best case scenario, this is their actual rating. It's not that deep. I don't need to be thinking about it that hard. So yeah, we have had my second and third 5-star read of the year, and it feels kind of weird that they were back to back. But yeah, I think that they're 5 stars. I don't know. That's what my gut is telling me. Every other rating just doesn't feel right. That's what we're gonna do. I already talked about this one. With this one, I really like the characters. I will say Winter at some points I was like, okay, just accept it. But when she did actually accept it, that, oh, you know, he loves you, you're lovable, I thought that it was so wholesome, so fun, so heartwarming. It's the word that I'm looking for. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this whole universe, and I'm kind of sad that it's coming to a close because after this one I have one book left, Hopeless, and that's it. There's not another book in this series. Those are my thoughts. Now, I was thinking of maybe picking up another physical book because I'm on a roll. I don't feel burned out on it yet, but today is Sunday, and first things first, I need to finish this video today. I don't have an option. I don't have a choice. I don't have that much time to read it tomorrow. Maybe I could read for like an hour or two, but ideally I wouldn't do that. So that's the first issue. And also, I don't really want to drag this video out for a week. It's a 24-hour readathon, and it has already taken me, this is the third day basically. So it has taken me quite a few days, and I didn't want that to happen. So I really want this video to end today. I don't want to drag it out. Second issue, tomorrow I have a video that needs to go up. I have not edited anything yet. I have obviously filmed it. I have done the thumbnail for it, but I have not actually edited the video. The good thing is that the footage is not that long. It's around 30 minutes. So I feel like I can edit it while I'm listening to an audiobook, at least edit the majority of it while I'm listening to an audiobook. But I need to actually edit that in order to go up tomorrow, which means that, like I said, I need an audiobook. And I was trying to kind of avoid having to listen to an audiobook, but since I'm not done with this video, I do fear that I need to listen to an audiobook. I wanted something that would catch my attention and that I felt like I could really like. And the audiobook that I decided to listen to was Where You're Planted by Melanie Sweeney. It is on my spring TBR, and spring is obviously pretty much over, so I would like to actually finish it. And it sounds interesting. I think that he's a librarian and she's also maybe a librarian. Yeah, but something happened with her library, with her public library. I think that it floods and then they have to move into his library. I think that that's kind of like the plot. I haven't heard that many people talking about it. I think that it was released last year, but I'm curious. And also, it's a new to me author. I haven't read anything else from this author, so we'll see how that will go. But yeah, I need to do some computer work, so the audiobook will be ideal. So yeah, we have 8 hours and 10 minutes. I don't know if I can finish more than one book. I'm thinking, since this is an audiobook, it says that it's like a 10-hour audiobook, 10 hours and 22 minutes, which means that I can probably listen to it in around 5 hours. So I think that we will have enough time to start a new book, but I don't see myself finishing that book. Okay, time for an update. I am more than halfway through the book. I would say that I'm probably 60% through the book. I have 4 hours of the audiobook left, so I'm probably gonna finish it in the next 2.5-3 hours. And after that, I don't know what I'm gonna read. Thoughts on the book? So far, pretty good. I'm actually enjoying it. I'm having fun with it. I feel like some things are not done fully or done in a good way. I don't know. I think that with the main character, the female main character, I think that her whole thing is that she doesn't like to ask for help, and I think that we could have gotten more of that. Not her being afraid to ask for help, but kind of the backstory. Right now we just got like a glimpse of it, so I don't know, maybe by the end of the book we will see more, but right now I feel like we're on surface level, and the same goes with him. We know what happened, but we don't know exactly what happened. I feel like we know the summary of it, and I kind of want to know more. Oh, I never told you what this book is about. I think that in the previous clip I kind of gave you what this book is about, but it was fully wrong. Yeah, she is a librarian and her library does flood, but he's not a librarian. He works in this botanical garden that is right next to the library, and essentially they have to move in the botanical garden, like a building in that garden, and they're forced to spend time together in the sense that they're working together. And our female main character also has a kid, but yeah, the kid is really cute. It's really adorable. I think that it's also kind of interesting seeing how mental health affects everyone, because in the beginning of the book there's the flood and it's really kind of traumatic. I liked seeing it because it's nothing that I have personally ever been through, but I know that a lot of people live in cities and towns that do flood very often, and I have seen floods happen to towns really close to my town. So I do think that it was really interesting to kind of see how it can affect a mother, how it can affect a kid, how it can affect the people that are doing the saving, you know, like saving the people from the floods. You don't just see her, you see other parents struggling a bit. So I think that it's really interesting, and it's an interesting subject. I have never read about it. I'm happy that I'm kind of like learning a bit more, and in that way I have more understanding towards those people, because obviously if you haven't been through it, yeah, you can sympathize, but it's not the same as actually hearing what is going on, what are the thoughts while that happens. It's obviously way different. I feel like now I kind of understand a bit better what are the thoughts that are going through your head and how it can affect you mentally. So yeah, so far so good. I'm right now at the point where they're kind of starting to get together and we really see them showing their attraction, and I'm really curious to see how it's gonna play out, because they have said that they don't want a relationship. I'm curious to see how that's gonna play out. And yeah, I am excited to finish the book, and I'm excited to finish the 24-hour readathon because I'm tired. I don't know why I am so sleepy. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that I haven't been spending that much time on my phone, and because of that, like, my brain has slowed down and has been able to relax. And now I'm just like, I don't know, you know, like they say when you are on your phone, because you're watching a screen, you cannot fall asleep. So I'm thinking that maybe since I'm not on my phone as much, my brain feels like it can just go to bed. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm gonna keep reading, and I'm hopefully gonna finish the readathon pretty soon. I finished Where You're Planted, and I was thinking of giving it 4 stars, but then I didn't like the whole conflict, the reason why they had the third act conflict, because it was basically just him hiding something from her, and I'm like, we could have just avoided that. I don't like it when the third act conflict has to do with the two characters and it's not something external. So either one of them lying or keeping something from the other person. My worst thing is when one of the characters is like, I'm doing this for you, you need to go and live your life, I'm doing this for you because I love you. Those are my worst reasons to have a third act conflict. Like, I hate them. Anyways, that's that. I did finish it. I am leaning towards maybe giving it 3.75, something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I have started The New Guy by Sarina Bowen. I was trying to find like an audiobook, and this is what I got. For some reason I thought that it was a lot shorter. I thought that it was like around 4 hours or something. I was like, oh, maybe I can finish it, and that's why I put it on, because I was thinking maybe I can finish it in the 3 hours that I had. I think I had 3 hours, something like that. And then I realized that no, it's an actual book. It's like a full novel, and it's close to 10 hours long. So I was like, oh, okay. But I couldn't find anything else, and I had already started it, and then I checked the time, like how long it is. So I was like, okay, never mind, I'm just gonna read it. I'm just not gonna finish it in this video. So currently I am 1 hour in the audiobook, and I have 1 hour and 40 minutes left, which is not bad, but it's not great because it's already 11:30, which means that I will definitely have to stay up, because I refuse to keep this readathon going another day. No, I'm not doing that. This is a male romance. It's about these two guys. I don't remember the names. Guy number 1 is like a single parent. He had a husband, but the husband passed away, so now he's a single parent, and he moves to Brooklyn, and he's a new physician for the Brooklyn ice hockey team. And then we have the second guy, who is just a random guy that he meets at a bar, but turns out that he's not actually that random, but he's a hockey player in the team that the guy number 1 will work at. What is she doing? She just randomly said some things, and I'm like, why? Like, that's my laptop case, and she's like, okay, yeah, this is the perfect place for me to sit on. Mind-boggling. So yeah, this is probably the last update that I'm gonna give you. The next clip is gonna be me after I have finished the readathon. It's the end of the readathon, and I ended up reading 3.5 books, 3 1/3 of a book. So I'm really happy with the books that I read. Let's do a little recap, I guess. I started off the readathon with Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I do think that I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I'm still thinking that that's gonna be the rating that I'm gonna give it. Again, I might change it, but for now, it's a 5-star read. And then I moved on to Reckless by Elsie Silver. Again, a 5-star read. The same goes with this one as for Yours Truly. Like, decide. I might change the rating, but for now it's a 5-star read. Then I switched to audiobook, which is really exciting because usually when I'm doing these 24-hour readathons, I do depend a lot on audiobooks. And in this reading vlog, I listen only to 1 book and a half, and that was because I had to. It's not because I was tired of physically reading, but I had computer work to do, so I had to be listening to an audiobook. So I listened to Where You're Planted by Melanie Sweeney. I'm a bit on the fence about this book. I'm thinking around 3.5 to 4 stars, something like that. I'm leaning towards 3.75. I know some people get annoyed when you're that exact, but for me it really helps me because it's not quite a 4-star read, but it's not just 3.5. I feel like it's 3.75 is a great rating because I like the writing, I like the characters. It's just the whole part of the third act conflict, the whole reason behind it, I found it kind of annoying because we could have avoided it so easily, but we didn't. So that's the reason why I'm kind of leaning towards 3.75 and not 4 stars. So there's that. And then I also picked up The New Guy by Sarina Bowen. I was around 35% through the book when the timer went off. So I read almost 3.5 books. I think that if I was physically reading all of them, I would have read basically 3 books, which is not bad at all, to be honest. I am pretty happy with that. I was not expecting to even read that many. I think next time that I do this readathon, I am gonna do it a tiny bit differently. I'm gonna have a physical book going, yes, but I'm also gonna have an audiobook at all times because while I'm cooking, while I'm eating, while I'm doing things that I cannot do while I'm reading a physical book, I do think that it's gonna be much better to have the audiobook and not just have to stop the timer. So I think that that's what I'm gonna do next time. But for now, I'm pretty happy with how much I read. I'm also really happy that I read 2 whole physical books, like with my eyes. I haven't done that in so long, especially back to back. And I also found some 5-star reads. That's the end of this video. I hope that you liked it. It was a bit messy. It was a bit all over the place, but I feel like every single 24-hour readathon is a bit all over the place. So yeah, that's all I had to say, and I hope that I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
You give me butterflies when you smile and it feels so good.